Hi, my name is Bayomi. I am a startup influencer and also a tech content creator. And today I am with the newly appointed CEO of Smartcomply, Gbemisola Osunrinde. Welcome, and it's great to meet you. So I'd like to learn more about you and your overall vision for Smartcomply. I think that's a great place to start our conversation from.
Thank you, Bayomi. I'm Gbemisola Osunrinde, CEO of Smartcomply. With over a decade of experience in the cybersecurity field, my mission is clear, and that is to drive innovation, build resilience, and create a lasting impact in this industry. We will achieve this with our ever-evolving cybersecurity suite solutions into intelligent, self-learning systems that outpace tomorrow's threats.
Amazing. So I'm aware that Smartcomply has expanded into 5 categories. I know that at a later time we would speak more on this, but let's sort of look at those categories and how they tie into the overall goal of Smartcomply and how it helps the clients.
Okay, so at Smartcomply, each subsidiary play a distinct yet interconnected role. So I'll start with Smartcomply Secure. It provides continuous business security, compliance, and risk management. And that is helping our clients stay abreast of their cybersecurity posture. And then we have Ad-Air by Smartcomply, which ensures real-time fraud detection and identification verification. That is just ensuring that you are preventing yourself from having threats within your organization. And then we have Smartcomply Intel that delivers actionable threat intelligence, and that's just being abreast of what is going on in the dark web about your business and helping with brand protection. And then we have Smartcomply Academy that builds resilience through cybersecurity education, and that just focuses on creating an education system where people are learning about cybersecurity from the top of the food chain to the basics of the food chain. And last but not least, we have Smartcomply Trust, which is something we're cooking in the oven. So stay tuned because it's coming soon. Together with all these solution suites that we have, they create a unified, automated security ecosystem that is comprehensive, innovative, and always compliant.
Amazing. Thank you so much. So I understand your background is deeply rooted in cybersecurity and business leadership. How do you think these two can intersect at your role at Smartcomply?
For me, cybersecurity is equivalent to business growth. Transform security from technical challenges to strategic advantages for business. We don't just prevent breaches from happening. We enable confidence and compliance growth for every organization within the industry. Through our AI-driven automation and cross-functional intelligence, we align cybersecurity with peak performers, which is where our strength lies.
So I'm actually glad you mentioned compliance in your statements, which is something that is really, really going on in the industry at this time. And I think the next point I would like us to raise are some of the key challenges and trends that you are seeing in the industry at this time.
So in today's world, we have a lot of challenge, but I'll focus on 3 major ones that we've seen. So there's the AI-powered cyber threats that we've seen more frequent in the industry. Then we have the part of the compliance that is bothersome for organizations, especially for those that don't have the team in place to help them through the compliance process. And then we have the parts where they have security tools that are not being optimized or are not used properly within the organization. So those are like top challenges that most organizations are having. So when I talk about the security tools, it's more focused on the fact that the security tools are there, but are they actually functioning and doing what they're supposed to do within the organization? And that is where we as Smartcomply come in. And where we come in is we make sure that we use our automated platform to deliver unified cyber defense, intelligence compliance, business-aligned security with my expertise in the cybersecurity governance and also in risk management and business development. We are building the world's most trusted cybersecurity partner, transforming global cybersecurity from reactive to strategic actions.
It's actually great that you mentioned cybersecurity and compliance, because these days a lot of companies are losing money to that. Things around fraud monitoring, fraud detection, transaction monitoring are some of the ways that a lot of companies are losing money to. And I know that Smartcomply has a product called Adhere by Smartcomply. Could you please expand on that and how that can help companies transform their business?
Adhere by Smartcomply is what we like to say is your AI shield against fraud. It has a real-time defense where AI monitors transaction, score risk, and flags threats, along with a smart verification where you use for your biometrics, document checks for bulletproof KYC and AML, along with a self-learning engine which improves accuracy with every transaction. Then we have a global compliance part of it, which meets local and international regulations, where security meets simplicity, reducing false positive and manual reviews of workloads. And this is where we like to say is the compliance workhorse that never sleeps. It always watch and always learn.
So I like how you said that the machine does not sleep and is always monitoring transaction, detecting fraud. And I think in today's space, especially within the African continent, it's something that is really, really required, especially amidst of data breaches. And I know that there's a product coming on called Smartcomply Trust. Could you give us a little bit about this product and what to look forward to?
So our trust is built on action. Building our trust bit by bit with every transaction, every decision, and in every day. Watch out for Smartcomply Trust.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to that so that we can get more context into what the product does, how it works. And I'm definitely looking forward to that. So let's move on to the intelligence part of this conversation. Tell us about Smartcomply Intel.
Smartcomply Intel is your 24/7 cyber sentinel. It has a global threat meter that has dark web scans plus 100 plus threat feeds. It has an AI-powered feature that analyzes data, where it uses machine learning to crush data into actionable alerts. Then we have the client-tailored Intel part, where it filters noise, delivers what matters to the clients, what matters to them that they want to see relating to their industry. And then there's a part where we have the proactive shield. So the proactive shield stops threats before they strike them. And with all this, we help them see threats coming so that they don't have to. And then we turn threats chaos into crystal clear defenses for our clients.
Amazing stuff. I think the only part list I've not discussed yet is the academy, right? Which I think is something that is very exciting because our continent is growing. The world is growing with the rise of AI, LLMs, and all of that. We need to train people. We need to teach people how to be aware and also become professional in this industry. Let's talk a bit more about Smartcomply Academy.
Smartcomply Academy helps train professionals to be abreast of compliance and cybersecurity. Our tailored solutions are in 3 ways. We have the role-specific training, where we customize paths for execs to staff. We also have the compliance made simple for standard, like GDPR and NDPR. And last but not the least is the real-world readiness, where we have threat drills and security code labs, training them to prepare them for real-life events. And last but not the least, we have a podcast that is called Gnosis by Smartcomply Academy, where cybersecurity insights are given on the go. You can find us on our YouTube channel and our websites.
Thank you so much for sharing about Smartcomply Academy. I think it's now time to move on to your leadership style. And I know that you've had 11 years experience so far being a leader. And I'm curious to learn about some of the critical lessons that you've learned as a leader and how that is influencing your decision making today.
My 11 years experience has led me to 4 unshakable rules. These are leadership lessons forged in cyber trenches. The first will be no more silos. Security is everyone's business. And I'll give an example of this from one of my experience. where we were implementing information security in the business, and we had to let everyone within the organization know that cybersecurity and information security is everyone's business. It doesn't just lie on the IT security team, neither does it lie on the network security team. It's cut across every department within the organization. The next will be simple, fast solution beats complex one. And what I mean by that is get simple solutions that fit into your organization structure, your organization objective, and that will help you beat threats that are coming into your businesses. Most people nowadays, they feel buying the complex or the most expensive solution will keep them safe and secured. But that's not actually what keeps them safe and secured. The simplest solution can actually keep your business secured as long as you are aligning it with your business objective. Third would be you either evolve or you die. And when I mean evolve or die is it has to be continuous learning, which is not optional. You have to bake it into your DNA in order for you to evolve as the threats too are evolving. And fourth, but not the least, is trust. Trust through transparency. When you are an open book, you build strong partnership with your clients, with stakeholders, with your business partners, with everyone in the cybersecurity industry. Those are the 4 unshakable rules I adopted in my 11 years of experience.
It is great to have learned about your leadership style. And I think the next thing I'm curious about is how you use your leadership style to sort of lead the company to mitigate risk. And if you could share a bit more about that, that would be very, very helpful to myself and everyone else there that are thinking about how to mitigate risk in their company.
My cybersecurity philosophy is simple. Be smart and stay ahead. At Smartcomply, I will ensure we combine predictive AI, automation, and continuous training to outpace threats and enable secure business growth. Our smart defense model focuses on 3 pillars: predict, prevent, and protect, ensuring 24/7 threat visibility, automated response, and empowered people. Cybersecurity isn't just a functionality, it's a mindset woven into every part of our company.
Amazing one. And I like predict, prevent, and what's the last one in it? Protect, yet, which is really, really amazing. And I think that we have a couple of questions left to go. And one of them, which is, what are your immediate priority as the CEO of Smartcomply? I think your staffs and maybe your clients, they want to know, yeah.
Okay, so as a CEO of Smartcomply, my top priorities are, first, I want to accelerate the growth of the business in terms of scaling revenue, expanding our market share, and driving international client acquisition. The second will be having a global brand recognition, and that is positioning Smartcomply as where Africa innovation meets global cybersecurity. Third is on our product innovation, ensuring that we have an advanced AI-powered compliance automation that we provide in the cybersecurity space and is used by our clients at the same time. Fourth is on our strategic partnership. I want to forge alliance with global tech leaders, resellers, and regulatory body to push our business out there to the world. And my mission for Smartcomply is to be the most trusted cybersecurity partner for businesses worldwide, starting from Africa to the world.
So thank you for sharing that. And I think what I really love the most is your thoughts around expanding the company globally, which is really amazing because we're at an era where we need to start building from Nigeria to the world. Thank you so much for that. And if any business out there is looking for where to shop in terms of compliance, in terms of AI, and all of these things that we've talked about in the past 10, 20 minutes, what's that one message that you have for them as a CEO of Smartcomply?
One message I have for our existing clients and our prospective client is when you think automation, think security, think Smartcomply.
So it's been great learning about Smartcomply and the amazing work Smartcomply is doing in the compliance and cybersecurity space. And it's also been great learning about your role in the space. I mean, 11 years is not this. Right. And yeah, and I think that in the era that you are in now, where there's so much fraud, there's so much identity theft, because I remember reading a story of how some people will literally go to camps in the north, right? And they would use vulnerable women, they will use them to register for NINs, and then they will now take those data and use it for taking loans, right? And I think the work that Smartcomply is doing is an amazing one that will help us mitigate some of these frauds and risk. So it's been great chatting with Gbemisola Osunrinde, the CEO of Smartcomply, and I'm looking forward to sharing this interview with the world and help them appreciate the amazing work that she and her team have been doing and will continue to do. And I hope you find value in it and partner with your company to help elevate and protect